Let's go over the three main forehand grips. And they are the Eastern grip, semi-Western grip, and the full Western grip. Now, first, when it comes to your hand, there are two spots we want to know about. And they are the base knuckle of your index finger and your heel pad. So we're going to do this for the right-handers first, and then we'll do it for you lefties. So those two spots, you want to keep track of those spots. Just look at your hand right now. Find those two spots. Those are very important when it comes to finding the forehand grips. When it comes to the racket, notice the way the racket is positioned. It's on its edge. So right now the strings are facing this direction. That's the orientation, or the strings are facing those two directions. That's the orientation you need to have the racket in order to count the panels correctly. Now, the racket is an octagon, right? So we're looking at an octagon, 8 sides, and 8 divided by 360 around. It's on average 45 degrees difference between each panel, right? And I know I'm drawing these poorly, but you got the idea. So those are the 8 sides, the top side being number 1. That is the panel 1, and then you count from there. As a righty, you count clockwise. And so that's panel 1, this is panel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the Eastern forehand grip places the base knuckle of the index finger and the heel pad on panel number 3. That grip is great for driving the ball, hitting flat through the ball. You can absolutely get a ton of topspin with that grip. But it's very nice for being able to really plow through the contact. And in addition, it gives you great palm strings awareness, because your palm will be facing the same direction as your strings. So just know where your palm is facing, and that's where your strings are facing. The semi-Western grip, this uses panel number 4. Remember, the top panel is 1. This is 2. We just talked about 3. This is panel number 4. So we're going to take the base knuckle of the index finger and the heel pad, and for the semi-Western grip, which is what I use, that is panel number 4. At contact on a forehand, instead of your palm facing your target, your palm will actually be facing up at 45 degrees because there is a 45-degree angle difference between the third panel and the fourth panel. This panel and this grip is great for both speed and spin. It's a great combination grip. I highly recommend that you try it and just find out if you like it, because boy, can you hit the ball hard and also produce a ton of topspin. And the last panel that we're going to talk about, is going to be panel number 5, the very bottom. This is the full Western grip. So we take the base knuckle of the index finger and the heel pad, and we put them both on the very bottom of the racket. Now, with an Eastern grip, your palm is facing directly forward when you're striking the ball. With a semi-Western, your palm, remember, was facing up at 45 degrees. So I bet you can already figure this out. When you hit a forehand with a full Western grip, your palm is facing the sky. The difference isn't in the direction the racket's facing or where the strings are pointing at contact. The actual difference is where your palm is facing when striking the ball. This grip, the full Western grip, is great for producing a ton of spin. A lot of players, though, do complain that they struggle hitting the ball with speed. Now, for you lefties, it's the exact same, just reversed. So it's the same 2 spots on the hand, the base knuckle of the index finger and the heel pad. And the top panel is the same, panel number 1. Remember, as a right-hander, we counted clockwise. So now we're going to count counterclockwise. So the top panel is number 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So for the Eastern forehand grip, we take the base knuckle of the index finger and the heel pad and place them on your panel number 3. Again, this is kind of the Roger Federer grip. Federer's a little lower on the Eastern grip than square in the middle, but he is on an Eastern, and this just allows you to really plow through the ball and get a ton of power. Panel number 4 is the semi-Western grip. This is what you see Nadal using. This is what you see Novak Djokovic using. It is awesome for both power and spin. And last is the full Western. Again, a lot of spin comes from this. Your palm is going to be facing up when you strike the ball, but you may feel like you lack a little bit of power. Maybe not. Maybe you love the Western and you can absolutely crush the ball, but typically in my experience, players do kind of complain about too much spin and not enough power. Now, the best way to practice these techniques is at home with a Topspin Pro. You can get a Topspin Pro using my link in the description. I'm also going to pin it in the first comment. I absolutely love the Topspin Pro, and I know you will too. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play against, practice with, or if you want to find a coach who's close to you who's going to help you with your game, then use my link in the description for Play Your Court. And it's playyourcourt.com/2minute tennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. So experiment with the Eastern, the semi-Western, and the full Western. Use them, try them out, see what works best for you. And if you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.